The footage varies, but predominantly features drones navigating scarred battlefields, identifying targets, and attempting to neutralize them. Some drones are equipped to drop lethal payloads on adversaries, while others deliberately collide with targets such as tanks, armored vehicles, and trucks. The videos also depict instances of drone-on-drone warfare and lethal attacks on operators. It's important to note that the shared footage is selective, emphasizing successful attacks to support the overarching narrative each side aims to convey. The videos provide only a glimpse into drone operations, and many unsuccessful attempts likely go undocumented. The footage, often presented in a first-person view, provides a perspective of drones navigating through battle-scarred environments, identifying targets, and making attempts to neutralize them. Some drones in the videos are seen delivering lethal payloads onto adversaries, while others purposefully collide with targets like tanks, armored vehicles, and trucks. The content also captures instances of drone-on-drone warfare, showcasing engagements between unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as attacks on individual soldiers who are exposed in the open. It's important to emphasize that the videos released by both conflicting parties are carefully chosen to showcase successful drone attacks, aligning with the specific narratives they want to communicate to the public, be it domestic or international. These presented drone operations provide only a partial view of daily activities, with any malfunctions, malpractices, or mistakes often excluded from public release. As the situation continues to evolve, stay tuned for further updates on this dynamic conflict. War experts stress that many drone attacks likely end in failure for various reasons, as highlighted by Business Insider. The conflict in Ukraine is uniquely shaped by the constant threat of unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, with both sides leveraging their lethal and strategic capabilities. The extensive use of drones in this conflict is unparalleled, driven by the reliance on these devices by both warring factions and the diverse array of models in use. Stay tuned for further insights into the evolving dynamics of this conflict. The conflict in Ukraine sees the significant deployment of military-grade drones like Ukraine's R-18 octocopter and Russia's Iranian-made Shahid, alongside improvised versions. Additionally, there is a notable reliance on commercial drones, highlighting the adaptability and versatility of these devices. The strategic use of multiple drones may be necessary in some scenarios to disable heavily armored targets, while in other instances, a single drone proves effective. Operators leverage these drones to tirelessly track and pursue targets, intensifying the complexities of modern warfare. Stay tuned for further updates on the evolving dynamics of the conflict. The forest west of Kreminna exemplifies the impactful use of FPV, first-person view, drones in the ongoing conflict. In a documented incident, a Ukrainian FPV loitering munition from the 67th Mechanized Brigade surveils a Russian position for about a minute, successfully identifying and entering a Russian bunker before detonating. While FPV drones and loitering munitions contribute to the complexity of the front lines, Russia is actively exploring countermeasures to mitigate their effectiveness. Stay tuned for further insights into the evolving dynamics of this drone-intensive conflict. In a concerning development, Russia is heightening its efforts to overpower Ukrainian air defenses through persistent attacks using advanced military-grade technology. Concurrently, Russian forces are escalating their offensives along the Eastern Front, with a particular focus on the Bakhmut region. These insights stem from the analysis of the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, an independent US-based think tank, whose maps offer a real-time overview of the unfolding situation in Ukraine. Lieutenant Colonel Valer Fido, spokesperson for the Ukrainian Ground Forces Command, disclosed on Saturday that Ukrainian troops are successfully neutralizing Russian tanks and armored vehicles. However, he acknowledged the substantial reserve of resources still at Moscow's disposal. Newsweek has sought commentary from the Russian Defense Ministry to provide a comprehensive perspective on this intensifying situation. Stay tuned for further updates on these critical developments. In a noteworthy escalation, Russia's intensified assaults are observed in the directions of Kyonman and Bakhmut, signaling a comprehensive and more aggressive offensive strategy. As the situation continues to evolve, both Kiev and Moscow are grappling with the intricacies of the conflict. Stay tuned for further updates on the unfolding dynamics in the region. Affiliated military observers indicate that Russian forces are gearing up for imminent larger-scale actions in the Linman direction. The Institute for the Study of War, ISW, reported on Friday that Russia is likely to execute both localized offensive operations and larger-scale efforts, strategically aiming to force Ukraine into committing its dwindling equipment and troops to defensive endeavors. Previous analyses by ISW hinted at Moscow's plans to escalate its efforts in the following weeks, emphasizing the capture of Kupiansk. ISW's maps visually depict Russian advances, with forces moving in strategic directions northeast and south of Bakhmut, targeting towns like Bodka and Kliska. While territorial gains remain unverified independently by Newsweek, these maps provide insights into the evolving dynamics of the conflict. Another map from Friday portrays Russian forces capturing VS north of Avdiivka, a region embroiled in an offensive since October. The graphic underscores Russian advancements west of Donetsk city and north of Kiev, showcasing the fluid and complex nature of the ongoing situation. Stay tuned for continuous updates on this developing narrative. The Financial Times has reported that Russian forces are contemplating a large-scale offensive in Ukraine during the upcoming summer. As the situation continues to unfold, closely monitoring these potential strategic moves becomes imperative for a comprehensive understanding of the ongoing conflict in the region. Stay tuned for further updates on this intricate geopolitical landscape. According to Ukrainian officials, Moscow is purportedly planning a summer offensive to capture the remaining territories of Donetsk, Luhansk, and Zaporizhia oblasts. These areas were declared annexed by Vladimir Putin in September 2022, but they are not fully under Moscow's control. Russian forces maintain a significant manpower advantage over Ukraine, particularly along the Dnieper River. Vanna, a Ukrainian soldier in a reconnaissance unit on the river's eastern bank, disclosed to the Financial Times that they face at least 4 Russians for every Ukrainian, resulting in substantial casualties for Ukrainian forces. The Dnieper River has become a strategic focal point in recent months, with Ukrainian forces claiming to establish a foothold on the eastern bank to secure the left bank. To target Russian vehicles, Ukrainian forces are utilizing first-person view drones equipped with munitions, as reported by the UK Defence Ministry last week. The situation along the Dnieper River remains tense. Stay informed for ongoing developments in this critical region.